Good day everyone. Today I'll be discussing about bar graphs, what they are, when we use them, and their advantages and disadvantages. What is a bar graph? So a bar graph is a chart that uses rectangular bars to represent data values. Each bar's height or length is proportional to the value it represents. So let's say we're comparing the number of students who prefer different school subjects like math, science, English, and PE. Each bar will show how many students choose each subject. The taller the bar, the more students picked the subject. So the bar can be vertical or horizontal, but the most important part is that they help us see the difference clearly between categories. Okay, so when is a bar graph used? So a bar graph used when comparing different categories like favorite snacks, numbers of pets or students per classroom. And also bar graph is used when showing changes over time. For example, if we tracked how many our students study each day from Monday to Friday, we can use group bar graphs. And also for representing qualitative data, which means categories that aren't numbers like hair color or types of hobbies. And also for survey results, visualizing survey results, if we ask our classmates questions and collect answers, a bar graph can show how people responded. So basically, anytime we want to compare things visually, especially categories, a bar graph is good choice. Okay, now we're going to discuss about the advantages of bar graphs. So the advantages of bar graphs is easy to understand and interpret. So even for people who aren't good at math, just look at the bars and you can see what's bigger or smaller. So it's easy for other people to understand if you use bar graphs. And they're great for comparing multiple categories at once. For example, if you want to compare the population of 5 cities, a bar graph will quickly show which one is the largest. They can show both positive and negative values like profit and loss. And most importantly, bar graphs give a clear picture of the data that helps us spot patterns or differences right away. So they're useful in school, in surveys, even in businesses. So it is stated here that it is easy to understand and interpret, useful for comparing multiple categories, can display both positive and negative values, clear visual representation of data. So those are the advantages of bar graphs. Now we're heading to disadvantages of bar graph. So even though we know that bar graph is helpful, they also have disadvantages. So it can become cluttered with too many categories. Like if you add too many bars, the graph becomes cluttered, diba? And hard to read. Imagine a bar graph with 50 different bars. It's very confusing, right? And not suitable for showing continuous data, like temperature every second, because that's better shown with a line graph. Misleading if bars are not scaled properly. Like if someone changes the scale, like making one bar look huge by shrinking the others, the graph can be misleading. And limited in showing complex data relationships. Bar graphs are not great for showing complex data. For example, relationships between multiple variables. Okay, while bar graphs are easy and useful, we need to use them correctly and at the right time. To sum it all up, a bar graph is a simple but powerful tool for showing data. It helps us compare categories, understanding survey results, and see patterns easily. But like any tool, we must use it the right way. If we do, we can understand information faster and make better decisions. So that is all for my report. Thank you for listening.